finding balance. I hope that we started to address it. And there's a lot more ideas here in the book, Living into Focus. And there are ideas as well, the way it's made by walking. And I did bring some books along for sale here. And there's a Maranatha special. What's your other church called? River City. So I should have put Maranatha River City special. But it applies to River City people as well. All right.
Wow. Thank you. Can we just, thank you so much. You know, when I had this book here as part of what I had to do for my DMin, I would often be in the middle of reading it, and Carol would be maybe making dinner or something like that, and I'd come into the kitchen and I'd be like, I just got to read you this paragraph. I just got to, and it was that kind of book, and it was that kind of challenge. And as I was listening to this morning, I'm going, I think I need to read it again because there's still so much work that I need to let God do in my life. But I'm just really thankful for what God's doing in you and what you brought us here this morning. You've helped us to remember that there's a deep stream of walking with God and that it's accessible to each one of us. And just really appreciate it. Thank you for making the books available to us. Let me give you this advice. And now this isn't Arthur trying to plug his books. This is me and Daryl and Rick and Juliet just eager for you as leaders to grow. You know when you go on vacation and you want to take a book with you and it's the last minute, you packed everything, it's like, oh, I should really take a book with me. Get way ahead of your vacation, buy the book now, and let it be something that you're going to throw in your vacation, and you're going to take that week when you're on vacation and read it and let it be integrated into your life. So I just urge you to do that. If you didn't bring a check or cash with you, Maranatha and River City, we'll kind of put your name down, pay us, we'll get the money to Arthur that way, okay? Because some of you might be sitting here going, shoot, I want to do that, but I forgot to bring a check.
Should we put a pad of paper?
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, and a pen. Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to do a little bit of a heads up, and then let you go to prayer. In the coming month and each month after that, you're going to be seeing a monthly email come to you. The team, Rick and Juliet and Daryl and I, we're going to be writing this email. We'll give it to the small group leaders who then can disseminate it among the small group. And you can have sort of like a reply all table conversation through the month as it fits you. That email will have 4 different topics on it. Rick will be writing about, these are some mentorship tips. Juliet will be talking about spiritual formation. Either Daryl or I will be talking about what's coming up in the next month. And either Daryl or I will be talking about how does this fit with application and what you're doing. We won't make it real wordy. Each one of us will limit our wording in that email to about 100 words, so you're not like looking at a massive text and going, you know, mark it as unread, check it later. But that you can actually integrate with it and use it. In our January session, we normally meet the first Saturday of the month, but it being just into the new year, January 4th, we decided to bump it back to January 11th. And so January 11th, we're going to be meeting. We're going to be looking at the Gospel and Life book. And we'll be looking at lesson 6 in there. You'll get this in an email, but I just wanted to tell you about that. But maybe the bigger thing is this. We have a number of sessions planned in the spring. But one of the great things about doing local leadership is that we get to be a little bit flexible. And if an opportunity comes up, we can take advantage of it and change our curriculum. Well, an opportunity has come up. There's an organization called Presbyterian Reformed Ministries International. They do this thing called Dunamis, which is all about the work of the Holy Spirit. And how can we as leaders tap into and experience the person of the Holy Spirit. And the conference is called Growing Your Church in the Power of the Holy Spirit. You know, as a leader, sometimes you're trying to do everything in your own power. And this is all about growing your church in the power of the Holy Spirit. And it's March the 23rd. It's an all-day Saturday. And we know that we're going to be asking you to give a lot. March 22nd. We're going to be asking you to give a lot. We're going to cancel the April session. There was going to be a session April 5th. This will all come to an email. We're going to have a session on March the 22nd instead. It'll be all day. We urge you, we believe deeply that this is well worth it. Melissa and Daryl and I were at a conference a couple of weeks ago just sort of seeing this in different form, and it's going to be an all-day Saturday thing. It's going to be hundreds of folks there from different churches around the region. It'll be in Guelph, and we'll give you more information about it, but just sort of put that somewhere on your radar as this will be a valuable thing. We'll tell you more about it. Please trust us in that, and we'll lead you in that. We want you to go into a time of prayer now, and we want you to not go into a time of talking about prayer. We want you to pray. So don't, when I'm done these brief comments, don't say, okay, let's talk about what we're going to pray about. Just, everybody close your eyes and just start praying. And we ask you to just take that posture right away for two reasons. Number one, this is leadership, and being prepared is spiritual warfare. And the enemy doesn't want us to pray. The enemy wants us to talk about prayer instead. So we're gonna buck the enemy, and we're just going to go ahead and pray. But the other thing is, too,